Dragon Ball Project Multi just officially revealed itself as Dragon Ball GEKISHIN SQUADRA. They've announced a bunch of changes and a bunch of new information. We're going to be going over all of it in this video. First off, let's start off with the fact that Toshi originally left Dragon Ball Legends to work on this game. He now is serving as the chief producer on GEKISHIN SQUADRA, which is a pretty big deal. So he left a very profitable, very positive game that a lot of people are enjoying to go work on GEKISHIN SQUADRA. And I think he's doing a fantastic job based off our first look. Now here's the amazing thing, they actually showed off new characters without making a bunch of fanfare, and I'm sure there's plenty more to announce. So first off we have Frieza, and I'm pretty sure Zabar and Dodoria are working as part of his moveset because they're following him around. So we have Frieza, we got Bojack and Deborah, and also Majub. And Majub is very easy to miss. He's right there on the select screen. They go over him very quickly. Obviously a little bit of a tease that there are still more surprises to come. Majub, of course, is a fan favorite. I love Oob. I'm glad that he's represented as Majub. That means we're going to be getting GT characters. No Daima characters in this trailer, even though Daima was leaked in the tags. So maybe Daima characters will be coming down the line and they just haven't revealed any yet. Of course, they talked about the main mode, and if you're aware, if you've been following MOBAs, you know what the main mode is. You're basically just going across the map, taking units and taking places until you basically defeat the enemy team. However, they did say there will be other modes than the main mode. They didn't go too deep into it, but expect some cool, new, fun stuff. The biggest news from this whole reveal is the announcement of the fact that Dragon Ball GEKISHIN SQUADRA, I'm still getting used to that name, is coming to console. No word yet on if it's going to be coming to Xbox. I checked on the official website. It appears it will be coming to PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and Switch. Now, of course, Switch is backwards compatible with Switch 2, so if you get a Switch 2, you'll definitely be able to play GEKISHIN SQUADRA. That's major. This is big. So it is no longer a mobile game. It is no longer just a competitor to Dragon Ball Legends or Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. This game is competing with the likes of Sparking Zero, with the likes of Xenoverse 2, with the likes of Fighters. This is going to be our mainline Dragon Ball game for 2025. Since it's coming to consoles. This is no longer just some mobile spin-off game. Now, another big thing is that it will have cross-platform play and save support. So, let's say you're playing on your Switch and you're having fun, you're going out, you're doing things, and then you get home, you can go ahead and load it up on your PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 and pick up right where you left off, have all of your progress saved. Absolutely amazing stuff. Now, there will be a network test from June 12th to June 16th, and it will be taking place on all available consoles. So you'll be able to play it on Switch, you'll be able to play it on PS4, PS5, Steam, you'll be able to play it on your mobile device. This is going to be a big test, and again, it will be taking place from June 12th to June 16th. Very, very important. They talked about some feedback they received, and they are taking it to heart. So there are going to be less matches with the CPU, so you won't be getting matched with a bunch of computers like a lot of people were complaining about last time, which I personally didn't mind too much. Gives me some free W's, but I understand if people didn't like how easy it was. Also, the Great Ape has been removed, but it may be included later after being reworked. There's a new feature called the Divine Draw, which lets you choose between two special rules at the start of the match. An example of this would be that special enemies may spawn that reward extra XP when defeated, things like that. So that's just something to make the matches more interesting. GEKISHIN Burst is a new system that will make Gods of Destruction immune to rush attacks and skills. It will need to be used tactically by players. This is going to be a very big game changer. I'm assuming they put this in because they removed the Great Ape. They still need something to spice up the matches, so this makes sense, and it's a cool name, GEKISHIN Burst. GEKISHIN SQUADRA will have the first official Discord for a Dragon Ball game. That is major. They are definitely reaching out directly to you, the fans. This is awesome, so I'll go ahead and leave a link to that in the description. This is absolutely unheard of in Dragon Ball, so again, this is the first official Discord for a Dragon Ball game. Unfortunately, there is no release date, but it is still expected for 2025. Toshi did confirm they are still aiming for a 2025 release date. Now, you may feel a little bit outraged by that. You may think, oh, come on, no release date yet for 2025, but we're over halfway through the year. Yeah, well, unfortunately, the game is still in development. They still have some tech testing things to do. They don't want to give an official release date hard in the sand until they know what they're dealing with. And they still are in the, I guess, the beginning of their marketing phase. They still have plenty of characters to reveal, and I'm expecting a lot of characters. I mean, we got Deborah. We normally don't get too many playable Deborahs anymore. I mean, we got him in Xenoverse 2 DLC, and he was in Sparking Zero at launch. But before that, Dabura wasn't really that important, but Dabura is a major player in the Dragon Ball Daima series, so it makes sense that they're including him now, and he's a little bit more relevant now, so it does make sense that they actually made sure to include Dabura as a playable character at launch, but I think they would have done something like that anyways. Anyways, guys, this has been your recap of the Dragon Ball GEKISHIN SQUADRA event. Let me know what you guys thought. I'm very excited for the new characters like Majub, very major. And yeah, this is going to be a very important video game. I think it's going to be one of the most exciting video games in the world of Dragon Ball to date, if I do say so myself. Anyways, guys, that will be it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to keep up to date with all things Dragon Ball news and commentary. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace off.